When it comes to grooming a daughter's hair, black fathers haven't been shy about stepping up to the plate. Now that labor of love is the subject of a new animated short film called simply Hair Love by writer and director Matthew Cherry. It's about a father who grooms his young daughter's hair for the first time. Cherry and his team are in the midst of a Kickstarter fundraising campaign to advance Hair Love. Matthew Cherry joins us now via Skype from Los Angeles. Matthew, welcome to NewsOne Now, and first and foremost, thank you for getting up this early in the morning out there on the West Coast.
So yeah, man, it's pretty early, but
Indeed. Before we get started, and before anything else, tell our audience about this project. Give us just a general overview about what you have that's going on.
Yeah, no, so we're doing a Kickstarter campaign to raise money for this animated short film called Hair Love. And Hair Love basically, kind of like how you said, centers around an African-American father with locks himself who's never done his daughter's hair before. And he attempts to do his daughter's hair for the first time. And you know how guys are, a lot of times we're hard-headed and we think we can figure everything out without asking for help. And he thinks it's going to be an easy task, but he kind of soon finds out that his daughter's hair has a mind of its own. And, just kind of in that similar kind of, young kids movie, terms, hilarity ensues. And it just kind of follows that journey of him trying to figure out how to do his daughter's hair. And, she kind of comes into a level of self-confidence in the process.
That's an amazing piece to that story. What inspired you to make this? Because you don't have a daughter of your own.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing about being a filmmaker is being able to have empathy and being able to kind of relate to scenarios that you may not find yourself in yourself, but still kind of finding the humanity in. Like I said, I don't have a daughter or any kids myself currently, but I have a lot of friends who are young fathers who are all, for the most part, involved in their kids' lives, even if they're not married, to the mom. And for me, I just think it was really important to kind of shine a light on black fathers, doing domestic things with their kids, because, I think mainstream media would lead you to believe that fathers aren't a part of their kids' lives. And, there have been a lot of recent surveys that actually show otherwise and show that, black fathers are just as involved in their kids' lives as any other racial group, if not more so. And, just really wanted to kind of shine the spotlight and, just show love to black fathers who hold it down for their kids.
So what has been the response to what you've worked on thus far?
Man, it's been incredible, man. We're about a week and a half into 2 weeks and a half into our Kickstarter campaign. I believe this will be the start of our 18th day. And we've already raised almost 180,000 via Kickstarter, just kind of using social media to spread the word and, using a few images by our great visual development artist, Vashti Harrison. And it's just been incredible. A lot of, celebs have shown love to the project. A lot of, regular people as well who just kind of relate to the images and have kids themselves, or, women that remember their daughter, the time their dad tried to do their hair. So it's just been a really amazing experience so far. And we still have about 12 days left to go on our campaign.
You said you've raised 180,000 so far. What is the ultimate goal?
Well, we would love to get to at least 200,000. The thing about animation is that it's just a crazy expensive medium. On the studio side of things, it normally takes about $1 million a minute to produce an animated film. Us doing this indie, we're going to be able to kind of work with a few other artists. They're going to hook us up a little bit. But, I feel like with animated shorts on the indie side of things, you want to kind of be within that $200,000 to $300,000 range. And so we're going to try to aim for 2. And if we can raise more, the better. It's all going to go into the film and making it as high quality as possible. Think like those Disney short films that you see, and those Pixar short films that you see kind of before their full-length features. That's kind of the vibe we're going for.
Ultimately, we know about the connection with dads and daughters and hair. Is there any other larger message you all are trying to communicate with this particular project?
Yeah, to me, it's 3 big things. The first thing is, like I was saying earlier, is just kind of showing love to black fathers. I think it's important to normalize this. I think a big reason why a lot of these viral videos were kind of going viral is because obviously there were a lot of times very cute videos, but it was also because people just weren't used to seeing black fathers interact with their kids in this way and in this manner. And, I feel like in modern times, a lot of times the women are making just as much, if not more, than the men. Men are outside pushing the stroller. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I think like the gender roles are kind of blended a little bit more. And I think, you know, fathers doing their daughter's hair is just a more normal thing that you're seeing nowadays. And so just wanting to normalize that. We really want to try to show more representation in the animated film space. You know, a lot of times in these animated movies, you'll see, purple dinosaurs talking and yellow pill objects and cats and dogs and everything else. But you'll rarely see like, lead characters of color with prominent roles. And so we just want to kind of show that representation matters. You know, if a little girl sees this project and she gets more confidence by seeing Zuri and her, natural kinky afro, I think that'll be a huge thing, and just helping kids move forward in self-confidence and, their natural hair. And then also that big, huge natural hair movement, black hair, the black hair community is huge. And, it's just a conversation that needs to be had. And, we just want to help make sure that no matter what you look like, you have confidence in your appearance, and you're able to just kind of move forward and just have a lot of hair love for yourself.
Barbara?
I can't begin to say how much I love this whole idea. The CDC did a study about 3 years ago that nobody's really talking about, that showed that black dads are more involved with their children than any other father in the country, any other race. Yet we have this whole narrative that black dads are missing. No, they're very much involved. And what I really love is that black women's hair, our hair, listen, it's just like us. It's defiant, it's strong. It wants the world to know that it's out there. And dads can say to their babies, hey girl, you are beautiful, you're wonderful, let me get you together. I love that. And that's what we gotta do in our country and in our community. We gotta instill the pride and the love inside of our daughters for themselves, for their looks, for their beauty. Let's do this. Oh, I love it. Thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah, no, just want to move forward that conversation. I think as a filmmaker, being able to normalize, and show our humanity is a huge thing. And I feel like, the more humanized we are in just even small domestic things, I think the better our perception will be, to people that don't necessarily interact with us on a regular basis.
Matthew, lastly, tell everybody where they can find, where they can support, where they can put their money, where they can find you, the project, all of it.
Yeah, so, like I said, we got a Kickstarter campaign going. We got about 12 days left. If you go to Kickstarter.com and you search hair love, real simple, just the word hair and the word love, you'll be able to find our campaign. I'm also pretty active on social media, so you can follow me at Matthew A. Cherry on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and everything, and there are links constantly flowing on that. And my website is MatthewACherry.com. So, just want to just show love to this whole kind of movement, and just really just shine a light on black fathers and young black daughters who want to have confidence in their natural hair.
Amen.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Matthew. He's also a former NFL football player, and if you catch him on the right day, hopefully he'll post a video of his old wide receiver days.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.